Okay. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Good. Where is it that I'm supposed to type? Okay. Now I will open some pictures for you to see, and we will discuss these pictures as we move further. Okay. Right. So this is the kind of t-shirt that I was talking to you about, a block color t-shirt. Can everybody see this t-shirt that I've highlighted?
Yes, sir.
So what will this t-shirt do for a man?
Make the lower part shrink and highlight the upper part.
Very good. Even this t-shirt, right? Can you see in this man, his chest is looking big, his stomach is looking, of course, skinny. Even this man, you can see that his chest is looking big because it's yellow and white, and his midriff is looking small. But look at this. I think this looks like a very lousy t-shirt. Why? Because this is making his shoulders look small, and it's making his
Yes.
body look big. If this man had a stomach, he would look very fat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at this. I see over here that there is one. You see how this man, his chest is looking big? Look at this man and this man. This man, his upper body is looking so small. And the most emphasized is his this area, which is in between his midriff and his chest. So when you see clothes like this, you know that this is not a good brand because they are not doing something very smart. This seems, on the other hand, like a very safe color blocking. All right? Everybody's with me?
Yes.
Look at this.
Yes, sir.
This also is not a very smart t-shirt because it's making the upper body look small, and the midriff, it's bringing it out a little bit because the color is lighter than the top. However, in this, it's a good t-shirt. It's making the upper body look big and the midriff look small. Now, looking at this picture, I want to bring your attention to lines. I want you to make a note that wherever there is lines moving left to right, they make that area look big. Okay? And wherever there are lines moving up to down, they make that area look long and streamlined. Everybody's with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes,
Similarly,
sir.
these lines which are cutting cross, they also give a very streamlined looking effect because they try and show a V. They try and create a V. So they give a very streamlined body look. This t-shirt is not bad. Even though they have put dark on the top, they have lines moving from left to right, making the shoulder look big and making the chest look big. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Look at this t-shirt. It is creating shoulder and it is cutting the chest. But because of this line, it is the saving grace, which is giving some width to the shoulder. Look at this. This is a good t-shirt because it's creating a V, but it's a very bad place to have the white because most men, they don't have six pack. His stomach will show. They should have had white on the top and black on the bottom, or this color, this dark gray on the bottom. Is everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
Like this.
Yes, sir.
This is a dark bottom and a light V over here, which is creating shoulder and also creating the illusion of a V. And
Yes.
look at the color on the forearms. It is like a skin color. This color is bringing out the forearms. He looks like he has wide, strong forearms. So I hope everybody has understood this first example that I have given. The next example I'd like to give you is block color bodycon dress. Look at these dresses. Does anybody know what's the meaning of bodycon?
Body fitted.
Body fitted. Very true. However, I like to remember bodycon as, do you know what is the meaning of the word con man?
No.
It's like a Joel master. So I like to remember bodycon as body con, which means the body, we are playing with the body with the colors. Okay. Now look at this. They are creating upper body with these lines and lower body with these lines. Now in this, because the models are looking slim, look at this. They are creating dark here and white here, which is emphasizing her body shape. Even if she did not have body shape, the body shape will show because of the way the lines are being created. This garment is a garment for somebody who is bottom heavy. If they have got a big bottom, but they wear a light top and a wide panel here, this makes their upper body look big and it hides their lower body. Look at this, crisscross. This gives the illusion that somebody is thinner than they actually are. Look at this. This is bottom heavy, but they are creating top using white color and using pockets moving from left to right. As I've told you, left to right makes something look wide and up to down makes something look tall or long or streamlined. Is everybody understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Now I want to show you the third example. Block color bodycon dress plus size. Women. Look at this. We have plus size women who are using block color bodycon dress and they are looking much slimmer than they actually are. Do you all agree?
Yes.
Any confusion? Look at this. Doesn't she look slimmer than she is? Don't scrutinize her with your eyes and keep looking and say, no, no, sir, she looks moti. Look once and look away. She will look very streamlined. Look at this.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. Now, this is a pinstripe shirt. Pinstripe usually means up to down. Can you see how this man upper body is looking long? If you are mixing pinstripe with white, you're looking wide, you're looking big. If you are mixing pinstripe with black or dark blue, you may look skinny or you may look small. Everybody's with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Shut up.
Now look at these checks. When we see somebody who is wearing big checks, the person will look big. If we see somebody who is wearing small checks, the person will look smaller. Take a look at this. This is your typical flannel shirt. If the checks are big, the person will look bigger. But if the checks are small, the person will look smaller. All right. Now, checks are when you use left to right mixed with up to down. If you are somebody who is skinny, you should wear big checks. If you are somebody who is a little bit oversized or somebody who wants to look skinny, you will wear small checks. Can you see what I'm trying to show you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, I've explained to you that lines moving left to right make someone look wide. Lines moving up to down make someone look long. Okay? And checked, which is like a square, mixing left and right and up and down. If you use tight checks, small checks, you will look smaller. If you use big checks, you will look bigger. It is very important to see where the line of the check goes. Like you see this, they have put it on his shoulder and arms. That gap, wherever the gap is, will make that area look big. Even the colors you use will make a difference. If you use lighter colors, you will look bigger. If you use darker colors, you will look smaller. Okay? So I've explained to you how black and white and skin color and left to right lines and up to down lines can make a difference in the way you look. Look at her and look at her. They look like they are of the same size, but she looks bigger and she looks smaller just because of the way the lines and the squares are. Everybody's with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Great. Now, talking about print. The larger the print, the more bigger the person will look. So if somebody has an overall large print, not this, huh? Like this. Okay, let's see. Overall large print. Now, this prints, this is not a good, such a good example. You see, let's talk about this. These leopard print, it's a good example. Animal print. Now, look at this animal print garments. Okay. Now, if we see somebody who has got more white spaces in between the print, that person will look bigger. And if we see someone who has got less white spaces in between the print, they will have a tendency of looking smaller. If you see the way they have put these lines, the prints, they have tried to put it up to down, creating a lengthy look. Look at this. Her prints are very small. That is giving her thinning look. These prints have got more spaces in between them. And she has worn a black top. Don't you feel that her lower body is looking too big compared to her top?
Yes, so
The only saving grace is her blonde hair, which is creating some top body. Can you see what I'm saying? Look at this girl. She has worn a black jacket to reduce the top because she looks top heavy and her bottom doesn't look very heavy. If she would have worn no jacket, maybe her top would have looked very big and her bottom would have not looked as big to create a balanced look. Is everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
Look at these lines running left to right. This kind of garment would create a lot of body. Somebody very skinny needs to wear this garment. Look at this garment that Rihanna is wearing. They are animal prints, but they have left white here to create the body shape. However, I feel that she is looking a little bottom heavy, a little too bottom heavy, when actually she is not. But this is how colors, prints, shapes, lines can make the clothing or make the person wearing the clothing look bigger or smaller than they are. Divya, can you tell me what is going on with this lady's clothing? What is her psychology? What is she trying to make big and what is she trying to make small?
so as the prints are really small, so she's making the upper part makes like more skinnier and wearing white to like highlight the lower part.
Yes, Divya, but what about her wearing, revealing on the top? This girl is trying to create hourglass because she has got skin color on the top, revealing skin, cleavage, shoulders. Then the midriff area, she has worn animal print, dark animal print, blackish. And then again, where her bums start, she has used white jeans or very light denim jeans. So she is trying to create an hourglass shape. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Great. Okay. Now I have explained to you all about color. I've explained to you all about shapes, prints, left to right, up to down, big print, small print. Have you all made notes of this?
Yes, sir.
Any questions that you
Yes, sir.
ask me? Because now I will move on to the next technique. So one technique is color. Okay. One technique is lines, up to down or left to right. One technique is prints, big print or small print, right? So we have got three kinds of techniques. You see, up to down, sometimes it doesn't need to be a print. It could be the texture of the material. If the texture of the material runs up to down, like have you all seen corduroy? Does anybody know what's corduroy?
No, sir.
This is corduroy. Okay. If the corduroy is going from up to down, the lines, it will give a lengthening look. But if the corduroy is going from left to right, it will give a widening look. I'm not finding a good example, but I hope that all of you understand what I'm trying to say. Right? So this is the instance where the lines are created not by print, but by the texture of the material. All right. Sometimes there is shimmer in the garment. And when the garment is a shimmery garment, it's got sequins, for example. like this sequence dress. Now, in the sequence dress, sometimes the sequence is put in such a way where it's moving from up to down or it's moving left to right. Look at how they have put the sequences here. They have created her body shape with the sequence. Now, in this situation, they are using the same technique: light colors, dark colors, left to right, up to down, lines, but they are not using it with print. They are using it with sequence, or you can say they're using it with embellishment. They have embellished the garment with sequences to create a body shape. Look at this example,
Right.
right?
Yes.
Is everybody with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
So we have about the last 10 to 15 minutes of our class, of our workshop. I want you to make notes of everything I'm saying. And Anjali and Simran, the two of you all are my students. So, of course, we will take the second part of the class. We will schedule it. Divya, you can message me once we are done with the class and we can plan something for you so that we can finish the workshop for you as well. Okay? I'm going to continue now because I don't want to waste any more time with these topics, but I want to continue with the session. So look at this sequence, for example. In this, the way that the material has been stitched or the way that the material is falling, the way it has been draped, is creating body shape. This is creating width and this is creating slimming. But because she's nude over here and because she has these big sleeves, it is creating the upper body, right? Now, besides using prints, lines, shapes, colors, the next thing that we can use is layering. Okay, layering. Do you know what is the meaning of layering after seeing these photos?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Great. Now, in layering, if somebody is very skinny, but we want to make them look not so skinny, we can use layering. Okay, let's just see it from here. Layering. Now, if somebody wears lighter color, they are obviously going to look bigger. And where they wear darker color, they are obviously going to look smaller. Now, what does layering do? You must have all seen men, women who are plus size wearing suits or blazers. Yeah. Now, what does a suit do? It has a layer. Usually, suits are made with fusing. Fusing means that inside they put a thick, maybe wool, or they use a material which is a little thick, and they fuse the garment on the inside so that the garment falls straight. What do I mean by fall straight? If the blazer, if the suit is of thin material, it will probably fall like this. But if the blazer is of a thicker material, it will fall like this. It will not stick to the body. Are you getting what I'm saying?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Who is it? Simran didn't understand?
Yes.
Okay, Simran. So, look at this. Now we know that this man is fat. We know this man is fat. But tell me, can you see the lines of his stomach? No, you cannot see the lines of his stomach because he's wearing 3 layers of clothing. But if he was only in this shirt, he would have looked, you could have seen the body shape that he has inside. But because he has worn 3 layers of clothes and a blazer, just see how it's falling straight. There is no body shape to it. Can you
Yes,
understand
sir.
what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So, why is it that formal wear is always appreciated in a professional attire? Is because it makes you look more fit than you are. Making you look more fit than you are makes you look more authoritative. Do you know what's the meaning of the word authoritative?
No, sir.
Yes.
Means that you are in authority, you are in control, you are the person who is making the decision. All right. So in the middle, I had seen one shirt. Like this. Something that looks like this, not with these peaky blinders, but something with a white collar shirt, has the tendency to make someone look more authoritative than they are. Let me show you one more example. Just now when I had seen pinstripe shirt, I had seen one pinstripe shirt that was very nice. That was this. Look at how authoritative this gentleman is looking. Because his shirt collar is white and the rest of his shirt is pinstripes. This is making his collar and his face stand out more than the rest of his body, which is making him look very authoritative. Is everybody understanding what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
a collar will always make you look authoritative. And of course, a suit will make you look even more authoritative, because not only will it be using methods of collars and V, like I said, creating a V body shape, but the layers of the material will also hide the body shape. Look at this man. When we see the shirt is of thin material, here we can see that he has fat here, he has fat here. But look at this man, or look at this man. He is also fat, but because he has worn a waistcoat, which is of thick material, we cannot see the curves in his stomach. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
इसमें कैसा curve दिख के आ रहा है? इसमें आप देखो तो ये तो काफी मोटा है, लेकिन इसका कर्व इतना नहीं दिख रहा है. एंड इसने डार्क वेस्ट पहना है, इसने लाइट वेस्ट पहना है, तो इसका ये बॉडी थोड़ा दिख के आ रहा है वाइड, बिग, बट वी आर नॉट सीइंग द शेप ऑफ द stomach inside. This is because he is using garments which are layered. Right? Now we also know that in using layer, so I taught you that you showing the skin can make your body look big. Wearing white can make your body look big. But of course, wearing layers can also make your body look big. Because if obviously you're going to wear layers, your body will look bigger than it actually is. Like we can see over here, right? This girl looks very skinny, but she has worn a light colored layered jacket, which is wool, which is making her look big. Plus she has worn a scarf with big checks. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So take a look at all these examples of layers which create body shape. All right. Now, when we talk about, for example, Indian attire, in Indian wear, like a ghagra choli, the top, the choli, the bare shoulders creates upper body, but the skirt, the hair of the skirt is where our aspired lower body is. So in Western wear, the lower body is created at the midriff, below the midriff, at the waist, below the waist. But for Indian wear, it is created where the hair is ending. Is everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now going back to our presentation. Now, this is the second part of our presentation, which I think I'm going to leave for our next class because we don't have enough time to take it. For now, I have explained to you how is it that body shapes are, how can you use colors to reduce or increase your body shape, how can you use shapes, prints, patterns, or even layers to increase or decrease the body where you want to increase it and decrease it. Has everybody understood these fundamentals of fashion?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Great, great, great. Is there any questions that you have that you would like to ask me regarding today's session?
Yes, sir, I have
Tell me.
one. Is layering is suitable for short people? Like, I think it's not looks that good also.
Very good question that you have brought. It's a point that I completely missed to tell you about. Now, I'm not going to talk to you about
Including fat people also.
not necessarily. Sometimes fat people, when they wear layers, it makes them look skinny. It makes them hide their fat. It makes them hide their body out of body shape, like we saw in the suiting attire. In the suiting attire, wearing layers is making somebody look more fit. Now, it doesn't need,
Sir, except suiting.
sorry.
सर अगर हम नहीं ये sorry except suiting attires can we layer different like woolens and all?
Of course, look at it. I will show you. Plus size men, they love to wear jackets because jackets cover their body fat and their wrong body shape. It is not always about suiting. Look at this man. He's a fat man. But when he wears this lines left to right, he doesn't look so fat. So layers can be used to create a more fit body shape. Iska,
Also sir, including short people also.
now talking about short people. Short people, I wanted to bring this point out. It really depends for talking about layers. If you are a short person, but if you wear something like this, blue top, blue bottom, it will make you look taller. Short people should focus on lines going up to down, and short people should wear monochromatic clothing. They should wear the same color on top as it is in the bottom, because that will make them look tall. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes sir.
Right. If somebody is not, if somebody is tall, they should wear a different color on the top and a different color on the bottom. Look at this. These two women, where is it? Here. Now, these two women, they look around maybe the same, this one and this one. They look around the same size, same height. But because she is wearing blue up and blue bottom, she is looking taller. But if she will wear blue and black or red and blue, this will break her height. So short people can use layering, but they need to be careful of the color and even the lines that are there in the garment. Short people should focus on lines which are moving up to down instead of lines that are moving left to right. Do you understand what I mean?
Okay sir.
However,
Yes, sir.
it is always about trial and error. You have, these are the basic fundamentals. But sometimes, even if you're short, you wear something left to right, you have just worn it on the top body, those short shrug kind of jackets which just come below the